Hello everyone, welcome back to another one of my crypto update videos, and today, as every day, I'll be covering XRP. That's my dog, sorry. So we're going to be jumping straight into XRP and we're starting off on the daily. So as I've said in pretty much all of my previous XRP videos, what I think, in my opinion, is going to happen is we're going to have a W bottom here that would take us up and break out of this falling wedge here. And the only reason I do say that is because in the past we had, this is just a line, I haven't drew the other line here, but we've had the downtrend line here, made a W bottom, broken out. Same here, I haven't drew the trend line, but there'd be a trend line here, and we've made a W bottom and broken out. So just from looking at the past, that is what, in my opinion, is going to happen. And also I think we've made this bottom now, which will ultimately, will ultimately bring us above this trend line, breaking the downtrend line, and then forming a new trend, which would be an uptrend. That's all just in my opinion, of course. So yeah, once we do break out of this falling wedge here, we have a target up to the top of the wedge, which is at $1.28 for XRP. I just want to show you something else. So I've added this indicator, which is called the RSI indicator, and as you can see here, we have got higher lows here on the RSI, and we've actually got lower lows here in the chart, and that is just called a hidden bullish divergence, okay? And that is confidence to me that we are also going to go up to the upside. So it's just an something additional to confirm, in my opinion, that we're going to be going up. So I just want to say as well that I obviously, with my analysis, not so much on XRP, but I have been pretty bearish in the past day. But we had some news last night, some fundamental news that pushed all the charts up, and that can't be helped for me. I obviously didn't know that was going to happen. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's definitely a good thing for the charts. I just didn't know that was going to come, so that's why I've changed my opinion today to think that we are going to be going to the upside. Okay, so yeah, I've spoken about this as a falling wedge here, and as you can see, we are coming towards the apex. The apex just means you're coming towards the end of the pattern, which means a breakout will be forced either way. It is a bullish pattern, but of course it doesn't have to do that, and it could break down to the downside, coming back and holding this support here, filling in this wick. I don't think that's going to happen, but of course it is something that could happen, basically. Sorry. So I'm just going to add a big fib on now, because we know that this for now is the bottom. So you just go from swing high to swing low, drag it across here. Yeah, so what I would like to see on the fibs, I'd like to see us coming up and having a breakout of breaking above the 236, which would bring us out of the wedge. Then I would like to see us coming up, and then once we break this, we then may see the 20 moving average kind of leveling out here. So then we may hold that as support there, heading up, working your way up the 382. We may hit the 55 EMA and consolidate between the 20 and the 55. That's an option there. Or we could break above the 5 fib level, 618, key level of support here, holding that as support, working your way up. That would, if we held the 786, we would then push us up to hit this target here. And as we know, once we've hit the 1, we could either roll back down to the 786, or we could hold this support, and once we've broke the 1, we'll be heading up to the 186, which is at $1.93 for XRP, which is amazing. Really good signs there. So hopefully that's the scenario that can play out, but obviously I don't know. This is all just my opinion and what I see on the charts. Alright guys, so I've moved on to the 4-hour time frame now, just to see what is going on in the short term for XRP. So what I can see here is what I've had on my charts for a while, is that we have pushed back up, broken back into our ascending triangle, and we are testing the 20 moving average and this bottom trend line here as resistance, okay? And we have actually retested this as resistance here, the 55 EMA. So I'd like to see a breakout of that. We may come and hold it as support, eventually breaking out of this ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern, and I have already got my targets here and here. This target here is for this mini triangle, and then we've just got a larger triangle with the bigger target here. And how I've got that is I've just measured from here to here and dragged it to the breakout, and exactly the same for the smaller one too. So once we have reached this target, which would bring us out of the falling wedge, but I do suspect we will come back down to retest the breakout as support. That's not a bad thing, it's a really good thing. That is what I'd actually like to see, just so it's had a relief and it's had more confirmation that then we're ready to go back up again. Once that has happened, hopefully then we can push our way back up to reach this target at 94 cents for XRP. May come back down, relieve back down, as I said before. Maybe we'll hit this trend line here. If not, we could come back to the bigger triangles breakout here, which is the breakout for this target, which is, again, isn't a bad thing and is a possibility. So what I'm just going to do is add some fibs on here now that I think, in my opinion, that we do have a bottom. And yeah, so what I'd like to see is a push back above the 382 to hold that, because that is a key support level here. I'd like to hold that support, pushing us up to the 5, which is in and around our breakout area here of both of our triangles. That's quite a strong support level here. So we could hit this, we could either come back to the 5 fib level or come back to the breakout here. Either one is absolutely fine. Ultimately pushing us up out of this falling wedge, either coming back to the trend line or holding the 618, as I've said before, that's a strong fib level, strong support level. Once we've gone there, we could then, sorry my voice then, once we've hit the 0618, that will then hopefully take us up to the 1, which lines up perfectly with our technical target of the bigger triangle at the 94-cent mark, 94-cent mark. Of course, we could relieve back down to the 786, but as I say in all of my videos, once we have broke the 1 and held that as support, the next main target is the 1618, and that takes us up to $1 in the short term for XRP, which is fantastic. Of course, we could then roll down to the 1414 or the 1.272, but again, that's fine, because once you've had a big push up, the charts need a relief for it to be a healthy uptrend, and then again, that would then push us back, taking us back up to the 2.272, and that's at $1.21, which is close, very close to our higher target up here. Obviously, we've got quite a long way to go, and that's just what I see on the charts for XRP. So that's all I've got to say today, guys. I would just like to say, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, comment your opinions below, and follow me over on Twitter at bitbait_crypto. It'd be really appreciated, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.